Well, it's not David versus Goliath, but a small bank in Utah did beat out 3 of the biggest U.S. lenders to win a government contract. The competition was for a pilot program that would allow low-income taxpayers to get their refunds on prepaid debit cards. Megan Hughes is in Washington with the details. Megan?
Hi there, Julie. The bank that won the contract is called Bonneville Bancorp. It's a one-branch bank in Utah, but it was acquired last year by California-based Green Dot, which is one of the largest U.S. providers of prepaid debit cards. So not exactly David versus Goliath. That may be one reason why Green Dot's bank beat out Bank of America, JPMorgan Chase, Citigroup, and Meta Financial Group, all of which have experience in prepaid cards, all of which Treasury Department was looking at for this new pilot. Now, what this pilot does, it experiments with loading federal tax refunds onto debit cards for low-income taxpayers. So we're talking about people making under $35,000 a year. The goal for Treasury, distributing funds electronically rather than sending paper checks, which the agency says will save $40 million a year. Also, building ties between low-income people and banks, which was part of the goals of Dodd-Frank. Now, the pilot invited about 800,000 taxpayers to join, but, Julie, this could be a growth market. 9 million households right now don't have bank accounts. But still the question, why Green Dot?
This is Green Dot's niche. This is what they do. They service low income, moderate income, and people with financial histories that can make them unbankable, meaning I can't have a checking account.
Now, the company's coming out with earnings next week, but the stock has fallen 26% since January. Green Dot did raise $164 million in its IPO last July, and it has upped its presence here in Washington, spending $12,000 back in 2009, more than $200,000 in 2010, but it's still dwarfed by Bank of America, Citigroup, JPMorgan, which all spent between $1 and $6 million. Now, the Treasury Department has said that if they were to take this on from a pilot program onto a bigger scale, they would have a more open process in selecting a vendor, so those big guys still would have a chance. Julie?
Hey, Megan, I understand the Republicans in Congress are really upset about this choice. Why?
And not just the choice, but really the whole program, Julie. The House Republicans on Ways and Means sent Secretary Geithner a letter. Number one, they're concerned about mission creep, that the government really shouldn't be pushing people to get bank accounts or get these ties or get these prepaid debit cards at all. Number two, they're concerned about some of the fees that are attached to these prepaid cards, whether it's a good deal for the consumer and for the government. Just in this pilot, Julie, $5 a month per card in fees in some cases, and the Treasury Department for the pilot program is footing the bill. Julie?
All right. Thank you so much, Megan Hughes in Washington.